up, everybody? Trent here with SoundlinkTV at Ground Zero with Tom from Chelsea. Grin, how you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How are you doing? This is one of those rare times you do an interview after a set. So how's it? I mean, the tour's almost over and everything. So by the time people see this, it will be over. So how's this tour been?
It's been very good. I love Filth and I love Kawanashi. I mean, they're really good two fucking bands that, you know, I've been listening to for quite some time. And I feel like we wanted to, as a whole, as a band, wanted to get them all out here with us. So, I mean, the reaction with everybody's been real cool. Everybody's enjoying the shows. It's been a little hot some days, but
especially today, yeah.
Yeah, it was very fucking hot.
Yeah, fried the computer up there, didn't it?
Yeah, it was fucking hot in there, bro. It was very hot.
Yeah, yeah. So you also recently just played Blue Ridge. We were out there as well, checking it out. So you know, how's the festival circuit been? You know, post COVID and everything, and how are you guys doing things differently? I guess for a festival set versus like a headliner tour like this inside of a club.
Differently. I mean, there's really nothing differently. I mean, we're still playing shows when we get asked. I mean, there's really no protocol the band's doing any differently. It's like, I don't think there's anything quite different we're doing. You know, we're just doing shows and hoping people are enjoying it, and, you know, putting out content, which is, you know, the singles we just put out, and hoping everybody enjoys them. And, you know, we got the first record coming out in November, the second one coming out in March. So it's just, you know, building up people paying attention to it realistically. So there's really nothing new that we're doing per se, but we're just kind of keeping the fucking train moving, you know.
Yeah, so you know, you mentioned the two records and everything. So in an era right now where like streaming's big, you know, singles are like key and stuff. You know, you guys are putting out two records. You know, kind of close together. So what was the creative process and the decision behind putting out two full-length records, versus maybe a few EPs and stuff like that over time, over the few months?
Well, we know that everybody nowadays has an extremely small attention span. We know that people probably with a mass of things would probably not appreciate 16 songs in a whole. So we broke it up into two records, so people have no choice but to obsess over 8 songs or hate on 8 songs, you know what I mean? And then wait for the next record to come out. But yeah, we wanted to just make it chunky enough so people can enjoy it and wait for the next thing. And we believe each one of these 8 songs on both of the records are fucking gonna make everybody very happy.
Is there sort of like relation between them? Are they like a concept, like part 1, part 2, or is it just just two standalone records with just bangers on it?
I mean, Suffer in Heaven, Suffer in Hell. I mean, it's, to me, what it means to me is kind of mankind, or people in general. It's like everyone's perspective in life. It's like, oh, this place is great, this place is bad, and it's heaven, hell. It's all perspective. It's all subjective. You know, if you want to make life miserable, I think that's on you. You know, I've had, not to compare to anybody, but I've had some pretty shitty things happen to me, but I wouldn't let it define who I am, you know? And I believe the record in itself is just a view from the eyes from me, the eyes from everyone. It's just a multiple perspective record, and it just kind of talks about how we are energy, how we are a collective, you know, we do feel these emotions, we aren't the best at regulating them, as you see as people that inhabit the internet. People on the internet are probably the most harmful, curmudgeon fucking people in the world, but it's like, you don't pay attention to that, you know what I mean? It's like, you put the music out, they enjoy it, yeah, they don't, yeah. Either way, you still have the people that are come to the shows, they're still gonna fucking support, and ultimately, man, it's really just a dream to still be able to do it, because a lot of people fell off, and a lot of people gave up. The past couple of years, a lot of people weren't sharpening their blades. A lot of people got real comfortable with doing nothing. And we worked on a record for 4 fucking years, and, you know, people were, hey, where's the record? Where's this? Where's that? It's just like, you know, everybody wants, you know, and then you get it. When you get it, and you're like, oh, yeah, here we go. You know what I mean? So I feel like we made everybody wait enough, and I truly do believe that everyone's going to enjoy these 16 songs, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you see it on this tour, with the encore, stuff with Hostage, usually, people think it'd be like Recreant or something like that, being like the thing, but like the newer songs you guys have done have blown up and become the big songs. And so, in deathcore, if you want to call your genre that or whatever you want to call it, it's in a really good spot right now, with a lot of bands blowing up, and doing freaking big festivals. And so where do you see that with the genre and stuff, and Chelsea Grin's place in that world right now, getting ready to release this record?
Well, I know, look, I am newer addition to the band, obviously not Alex. The band's been a band for 10 plus years before me. That era is dead, it's gone. Now it is new. It is something heavier, it's something more beautiful. In my opinion, it's something a little bit more modern. you know, because we can listen to old Chelsea Grin and pay homage to it, you know, and know that that was the stuff that I was walking to the bus stop listening to. That was the stuff that was a stepping stone for me for a lot of heavier music, but that shit is gone, and you'll never get that back. And this is the time for new, and we're fucking gonna dominate, and we're gonna fucking crush with this sound, and we hope that everybody appreciates it. And, you know, if you don't like this record, maybe you like the next record, you know what I'm saying? We're just getting content moving, so even when after these 2 records are done, we have stuff ready to go, and we're very excited to show what we've been working on. We're very excited to see your responses. I mean, other than that, we're just fucking happy to be here, still be here, you know?
And I was going to kind of like ask a little bit about that, because like Hostage is kind of like a catchy, heavy song, you know. And were you guys planning to put any more stuff out like that, maybe like hooky, heavy stuff, or is it just going to be just like you're talking about, just straight heavy, you know, like?
I think it's up to you to decide. You know, I mean, I'm not going to give away anything, because it's my perspective of a painting could be completely different from yours. You know, I can tell you that, you know, this is going to be the best song, and to you, you might like another song. You know, I have songs that I enjoy. That I do believe will be like the best songs, but I know that it's always going to curveball, because they thought that Hostage was going to be the worst song for the last record. Weird. It's weird. It's always the ones that you think are going to not be the ones that are the strongest. They kind of just end up being the one that prove you wrong. So, I mean, we probably have a song that's got energy like Hostage, but it's nothing similar to it, you know.
Yeah, so for the rest of 2022 and 2023, obviously you got the records coming out. Anything you can talk about touring-wise, or what you guys have planned, you know, for maybe the end of the year or going into 2023?
Supposed to be going to Europe in November. That's with Carnifex and a couple other bands. Other than that, we have a Halloween show the 28th. I don't know exactly. I think it's in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Other than that, dude, it's just been like the first little bit of chunk we could have like got into, like feel alive again, and like feel like we're back in the motion, because again, everybody's been stagnant and just sitting waiting for the ability to go out and do stuff, while like the government is fucking jerking off, you know what I'm saying, and abusing everybody. But that's everybody to choose their side on that, you know what I'm saying, bro.
But we're all glad you're back. We're glad new music's coming. We're glad shows are back. We missed, you know, hanging out with, you know, artists, talking about what they've been doing and stuff. So, you know, thank you guys for watching. Soundlink TV, hanging out with Tom from Chelsea Grin. See ya.